Our project was with Intelsat, and Intelsat took possession of the MCX8000s. The first set was fourth quarter of 23, so very early in the process. They are a very long-time user of the ST Engineering new tech product, lots of M6100s, and the configuration for these MCX8000s was really a 2-in-1, so it's 2 modulators and a switch in the unit. Now, we've partnered with them with new tech quite a while. The driving factor for them was the 2022-7 seamless reconstruction. So that was a big driver for them. Obviously, in the M6100, you have a few things that SMPTE can do, but in the MCX8000, it's fully compliant, at least as far as what SMPTE is today. So that was the driver. Now, after that, it's really about form factor. If you look at Intelsat's setup, it is many racks of the M6100s. And so this helps them with rack layout, space, heat, all of those kind of things. It also bridges the gap between the M6100 and the MCX7000 in encryption and different things like that. So now it's all in one unit. So that was a big deal. In North America, obviously, broadcasters like the 2-in-1. That's a very easy setup for them, and it's well established and very high performance. The other piece for the MCX8000 is the fact that you can swap out the power supplies. If there is a unit that fails in the M6100 or a piece of the M6100, it's typically the power supplies. So now you can hot swappable in the field. That's a great thing. Let's see what, and there's the team to work with at ST Engineering has been terrific. I mean, all the way product management people in Virginia, all the way to Belgium. Obviously, it's a very well-established group of people. The knowledge is great, and that was a huge plus for Intelsat. It's a new product. We had to put it in, had to be certified, had to go through all those processes that Intelsat does. But the comfort level and the ability to work with the team was second to none, and that's really the whole thing. As far as the different projects that Intelsat has used this on, they'll be used around the world, but the initial deployment and the initial certification was done at the Ellenwood Teleport in Atlanta. So I think, through the lab trials, obviously it was successful for Intelsat, or else we wouldn't be able to put Intelsat up here. So through all the lab trials, through all the processes, yes, there were a few hiccups because, again, the first units that we had were fourth quarter of 23. So they were very early units. So there's been, a few startup things, a few manufacturing things, but by and large, everything has worked as specified and as outlined. So Intelsat was very pleased on that. It's no doubt a successful project. And I expect that there will be many more projects that Intelsat will want to do CX8000. Customer feedback has also been positive for their end user. So we're in good shape with that. Again, it was, you're replacing the M6100, which is really, as we all know, a workhorse in the broadcast market. It's very consistent. It performs very well. So they took the items that needed to be updated, the software that needed to be updated to the new standard for SMPTE, and put it in the MCX8000, and then did a form factor for that that was just much simpler, much easier. And I would say that as far as we're concerned, all of our goals at USSI Global were successfully completed, and we look forward to continuing to work with ST on the MCX8000.
Thank you.
Thanks.